in for the gank, and now we got a TP in the top lane. Clid, level 6, very ready to fight here.
Oh, the pillar!
Is gonna get that slow onto Doran, and the flash comes in with the fighting. Clid will make the play in the top lane.
And the teleport came in, but it just wasn't able to do anything. Tarzan also didn't even have his ultimate. That was a fantastic killer and follow-up from Clid all around. And that has to be mentally damaging the last 2 minutes for Griffin all across the board.
Second time's the charm against Doran. Notice that Doran has gone for a island build of Hexdrinker and Statir. Try to control the wave with little jungle attention. That's my only read on bringing back the tier Jace build that has been gone for a long time. Mid lane.
Trying to get the bait in. Toby this time around is going to be able to flash away from this one. And now both mid laners will not have their flash, but Fakers will come up first, which could make for an interesting follow-up in the coming minutes.
We take replay bot lane. It looked like this would be straightforward, but we're just not playing around our geometry at all.
He was lagging a little bit, you know, it happens. But, yeah, just not a good look there for Tarzan.
That was ultimately just a synergy failure. Teleport coming in from Sejuani, and you can see it just didn't matter. Doran was not able to be saved. And that's a spellbook usage down as well.
천천히 해 이거 다들.
Feeling it. This is it with a funny little accent. Having some fun. You can see Khan doesn't seem very affected at all by the game number 3. It looks like he's put that out of his mind, and he has moved on to bigger and better things, which is definitely a good look if you are an SKT fan.
Definitely been able to evolve into a laner that can do that. Is bot lane. Lands still chasing.
Effort, great positioning, sitting there in the brush, says, I'm going to spot for this. We know that this is the lane that Sejuani's going to look to gank.
Re-engage.
And how about our team? We can gank too. We got the knockup on the Lahens, and good night, Sweet Bear. As down will he go. He did not have the flash. Used the Hex Flash earlier on, and it did not come to avail. Now Faker able to use the Azir to get so much distance away from the gank on the other side.
Khan's coming down.
Are getting so many wins on the map right now. Tarzan has to be so careful. He has to back away. Otherwise it would be a kill in Inferno instead of just the Drake.
Do you feel it, Papa?
I mean, these are definitely moments that Griffin will find it very hard to emerge from. We talked about their need to snowball. They're looking for a snowball themselves, SKT.
They're going to snowball.
Here's Jaws. We found you. See you later, Lahens. They pick up another kill. That's 274. More gold into the pockets of the Xayah.
So many lanes to play through, but if none of them are played through, that just means that SKT's very standard front to back teamfight comp is getting gold when they shouldn't be. Scaling issues, the lack of magic damage that will always be there for Griffin. Got more and more likely to rear their ugly heads, and nice play, and I love the roam down from Khan to make it academic.
Khan just there for added insurance to make sure that there would be no ability to contest out of Griffin. The other thing that's a nightmare scenario for Griffin is that the two champions you don't want to be getting all the gold is Azir and Xayah. And right now, Teddy, he has 2 of the kills. He has an Infernal. It is almost guaranteed SKT will get the second Infernal with the vastly superior scaling team composition.
Doran has to show so much respect. With us, with our map hacks, we know that actually the Akali is quite far away. But they've got no advanced vision anywhere on the map. One ward, I guess, spotting just behind the outer top lane turret, but that is only a modicum. Faker hasn't got any turret plates in a range versus melee matchup. We watch bot side and how quickly the power transfer can happen. Attempted gank onto Effort went nowhere. The second time, they absolutely choose their man, and the Volibed dies twice without flashing.
And you can almost feel the tilt in the way that the champions are moving, and I know that sounds really frustrating. It's not my fault.
She's not the script writer. Yeah. You're reading the wrong script the whole year. How'd you get lucky so many times?
All right.
Griffin's trying to fight this one.
Well, we'll see what he can do this time around. Tarzan gonna ace. little wraparound, but still they will go to Clit, and Lahen's in an awful spot. Should be going down here to Khan. Able to pick up the kill. Doran finds something, but it's only one kill to the side. And SKT not done yet, but did they bait themselves in? Looks like the answer is no, as Khan and Teddy are so damn fed here and coming on in looking for so many more kills. It was, in fact, Griffin that baited themselves into the fight. Not able to win anything at all. Just the kill here on the side of Doran. That's going to be the pillar. And they're looking for the kill here on the Jovi. Should be coming in here soon. Jovi doing a very good job of staying alive for so long. But Khan going to get that energy back and will put the nail in that coffin to make it 7-1 and a huge lead to SKT.
And now they're going to get a lot of damage on the mid-tier 1 turret with the Herald. Not the best usage, but they want to reset. They want to get that second Infernal Dragon.
That's why you use it like that. It's so that you get the first back, you can come up with the vision, and the enemy already can't face check you. Fights like this, when SKT can fight in formation and Griffin are going right, left, up, down, really play into the hands of the Xayah and Azir. The amount of threat Teddy's under in this fight is basically zero. He can even start a step to pick up the Rift Herald on the way to cleaning up some kills.
I mean, the team composition really showing its head right there. It needed to be ahead in a fight like this. They're out of position. They get collapsed on. And then it's slim pickings. Chovy tries to run for his life at the very end, but now the Infernal Dragon being up, Griffin, they feel like they need to fight for it. They're going to lose the game right here.
The Bear once again in a very unfortunate spot. Solo will be going down, level 7. SKT on the chase. Take a look at Toby coming over the wall, though, trying to make a play. Does he have the AoE? He's got a stopwatch. They're going to be able to get Emperor, but it's only the support. And that will be SKT winning the fight by huge margins here. Looking for more is Khan, but Viper says no in the end. But it doesn't really matter. SKT get a 5,000 gold lead and a second Infernal. That looks like the second nail in the coffin.
They know that they're so close, they can no doubt smell it. Maybe they can even taste it with double Infernal. A 4,500 gold lead this early. Griffin, you were already kind of speculating for the hands. As Volibear, you have to be able to walk up and threaten, otherwise you have no function as a champion. Every time he's doing that into unwarded rushes, this Bear is going on the endanger.
Lehens just can't bear to be alive that much in this game, I'll tell you that much, Papa.
I can't bear that pun.
You can't.
You guys are unbearable. Jesus, stop.
Yeah, alright. Well, Griffin, they're feeling a bit cold in this game, as the Infernal Dragon, another one is coming up. Oh, Xayah just got 15 AD off the last one.
Wow.
It's quite nice.
Great.
You like that?
No.
No?
I was pulling for the game 5, but less enough.
Yeah, there was a dream, right? We had a glance at the future. We thought maybe the script was wrong. We thought all of those predictions of 3-1 would be wrong, but as of right now, SKT are really trying to seal the deal here and make it known that they are by far the best team here in Korea. I mean, if they do it twice to Griffin like this, at least Griffin was able to win one game this time. But so far, it's looking like clear skies and smooth sailing for SKT onto a potential win here in summer.
Having the junglers been so pivotal one way or the other in this series. 1-0 and 8 on the Trundle in the first pillar gank. We scoffed at in the top lane. The return gank into the future play is much, much stronger. And really does feel like completed items versus thrift shopping as Tarzan trying to make something happen desperately.
And he is going to actually get the fight started here. Glid is going to go down, but it's 4 members of Griffin to make the play happen. I suppose it's one step at a time here for the Griffin squad. And that will be the first stepping stone for them to try to make it back in this game.
Their team composition is going to end up devolving now into a pick comp, which is not traditionally what it's designed to be, but it's all that they have left as an option. And the scary thing is even if you pick off one member of SKT, with the double Infernal, the base advantages that they have right now, SKT can still win a 4v5, which is a really horrifying thought if you are Griffin And I don't know what they're going to do in 2.5 minutes when the next Infernal comes up, because you don't want to give that away for free too. But you just imagine it's going to be a really decisive SKT victory as Chovy going 1-on-1 with Khan.
Nice knock up there, but we do have Xayah coming in from behind. We got a 2-on-1 here, but Akali, not a lot of seed cooldowns available right now. Chovy trying to outstep it, but the Shuriken from downtown. Khan is going to put him in the grave as Teddy is able to set that one up with the red buff, even though the feathers were dodged for the root. So it's the one kill into pushing the mid lane. SKT get another win.
Viper will answer with an outer top lane turret, but doesn't matter. SKT trading up in a big way. Chovy's flash was seconds away from cooldown as the Xayah gap closed, but one shuriken to the heart later was a guaranteed kill coming through for the Akali. And then here are some lockout items. May I draw your attention to an Infinity Edge, and to LS's point about picking someone, either you pick kind of the tank engagers in Trundle and Rakan, or all three other threats are fed and farmed. So those two turn on you and you die. Flash not available through this, and Chovy has that half a second, like with a zillion bomb on his head, to understand his fate.
And the other thing about these three primary carries is they all have forms of self-peel in a way that make them very awkward to try to hold down inside of a team fight, that just allows the other two, even if you can get onto one, to just rain down so much damage on you with the way that Griffin's team composition conducts itself in a fight as short-range champion.
And you think of those ults, the Feather Storm, the
Emperor's
Divide, and even if you just think about Akali's Shroud, which is not her ultimate, they're all aggro resets that allow you to turn around a team fight with, say, soldiers up as Chovy's in a lot of trouble.
We've seen a lot of Aatroxes in trouble in this series. This time, Khan is getting his revenge.
Play the music. Play the music, Valdez.
What?
The yakety sax
Get
music.
the saxophone. Come on, Ellis. You didn't bring your saxophone?
So if Chovy could have pulled over more members and then somehow Griffin... No, but I think that what he's thinking is, if I can pull more members...
All right, trying to get Faker here. That's a nice amount of burst damage. And CC underneath the turret, trying to bully the bear once again here, it looks like, from the side of SKT. And Khan coming in from behind. Looking to shut the door here on Griffin. He's going to get the one kill, and he's looking for more on the chase here. Trying to slow down Doran here, who goes for the flash. As Effort wants to slow down Tarzan, but they'll give up on Doran and set their sights on the big purple worm.
Doran will try to poke it off. Tarzan is being shown by Effort.
The best possible play here is to just Chovy teleport down, try to take Infernal. If you flip the Baron, you'll certainly lose the game.
Yeah, well, that looks like flipping something as Tarzan's life goes in the gutter. And it will come down to the smite here from Klid. Can he get it done? Khan is going to try to burst them away as the smite will be good. Chovy tries his best. He's looking for a kill now, but he will not be able to do it. Down will go Doran, and SKT pick up the Baron.
And so now, Griffin, they're going to try to push out mid lane, attack Baron indirectly. Faker will stand in their way if they attempt to just try to burst down the Infernal Dragon. As all the other members of SK Telecom, they're barreling to it right now. Viper, what are you doing?
Oh, Chovy.
He's going to push out the wave first. It's very crucial, Valdez. Calm down.
You poor sweet summer child. Thought he had a chance there, but Klid is going to get the big zoom in as he will take out all of the wards here and take out a third Infernal for this SK Telecom T1 squad to just spike up their stats even more than they already were.
Time to start thinking about where you want to go for your celebration dinner and what your speech to Caster John will sound like. There's so much on the side of SKT. It's almost unconscionable for Griffin to come back in this game. I'd love to see a big engage, maybe a big Azir Sec or something like that, but otherwise I feel like the Engraver can start to get his tools ready for the LCK trophy.
Let's just not see an Azir Sec that goes on the other side of the Nexus and into the Fountain.
Hey, calm down over there.
What? Oh, man. No Corki in this game.
Yeah. But thankfully, we have avoided that. But we did get an Azir, and Faker seems like the lucky number for him could be number 9, as this would be his 9th win on the Azir would be undefeated. Khan, he's playing Akali. He's totally fine. Gets out 1v4 as the first inhibitor will fall here at 24 minutes into the game.
Doesn't have TP to come back instantly, so they'll just take the one inhibitor and back away. Ocean Drake spawning. We're still way earlier than it feels. Actually only 24 minutes into the game. But you can't help but feel like Elder was around the corner. Nope, we're actually 10 minutes away from even the earliest possible spawn. Items are chock full everywhere. For some reason, we have a biased Griffin replay of the one good moment that's happened recently with their instant blow-up onto Faker. But even that couldn't lead to much because Khan got backline access.
I mean, it really did look like a pretty biased Griffin replay as the timing that it ended up showing. But it didn't matter as the truth was eventually revealed. As SKT, they chased through. The correct play there by Griffin was to surrender Baron, teleport down to Infernal, try to burst it, sustain through Baron, and then take a better fight. They didn't do that. They tried to coin flip it. It didn't pan off that well.
Do you really win the game if you play that way, though?
No, but I think it's a better percent chance.
I don't know if I agree. I think YOLO throwing yourself at Baron when you're never going to get near it ever again might have been better than probably getting 95% smothered out a game you're outscaled in. So I don't think either of us technically 100% right or wrong, but when you're in that poop situation, no, that is the correct word, poop situation.
It's true. That's
you got to try something, right?
Nice. Nice word right there.
That's, I mean, that's, you put it as well
Linguist
as you possibly
there,
could, yeah.
Well,
And,
speaking of situations.
Yeah. It's a pretty bad one here for the side of Griffin. They thought they had a chance here in the series up against SKT, but this wasn't it in game number 4. SKT just bringing it in real slow, going to take out an inhibitor in the top side, even without the Byron buff. They're so far ahead. All the carries are fed. It's 3 Infernals. They're 12,000 gold in the advantage.
Who do we focus if we're Griffin? Is it just whoever dares to walk within melee range of Volibear? Like, what are we doing?
Effort, maybe.
Because your options are 4,000 gold ahead Xayah, a 3,000 gold ahead Azir, or a 2,000 gold ahead Akali. These are all not the best options. It's a sad time.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, there's no easy way to put it. And we thought that Griffin were coming back. They had a great showing in game number 3. It was a huge strategy with the support Shen. Khan looked like he was tilted, and we weren't sure if he was going to recover in time for game 4, but he absolutely did with the help of Klid, who, again, I feel like was a major winner in terms of the jungle matchup when it did come down to it in this game.
I want to compliment Khan because unflappable was not a word I would ever use to describe him, even during his dominant phase on Longzhu into King Zone. He would have streaky games where he just was the main reason the team lost and not be able to reset mental. He reset it pretty well as the Bear is trying for something special.
Bear's out of hibernation, but he can't really seem to find the food.
Maybe he should go south for the winter. Going
I think
north
he's
seems
blind
bad.
like me. He's losing some sight.
And, well, Viper almost died. Khan able to dodge that one with a nice, perfect execution. He's able to take Viper out of the fight there, but only blows his heel. But it's enough time for them to push
Bears
into the mid
live
lane.
in the jungle. It's fine.
He's fine. Oh,
He's thinking about going back to sleep. You know, he thinks he woke up a little bit too early for this game. You know, it's still pretty cold if you're on the side of Griffin, from where we're sitting at least.
Well, greatly reluctant fighters are going to have to fight soon here.
Well, that's a flash on the Teddy, trying to make it happen. Lehens doesn't have a health bar. In goes Effort, gonna charge up everybody! And what a way to end the game. SKT gonna sweep Griffin here into the dumpster, and they are going to do it. SKT will sweep in the playoffs and take down every single team in their path. They are the most dominant team from the Korean region, and they are the very accurate winners of today.
how much it means to Effort. He is the only new champion, no title previously, starting support recently, pick up the title. SK Telecom 8-1 in LCK finals. Well deserved. They were a cut above all other contenders and the first ever team to run the entire gauntlet from wildcard and actually hoist the trophy.
You have to give it to them. They showed up in so many of the series in such dominant fashion. They dropped game 3 here today, but they bounced back in the most dominating game of the entire series here in game 4 against Griffin. And they're going to Worlds.
They both are, but spare a thought for Griffin, who can't go to Worlds with a title. They won Casper Cup. That's a forgotten trophy. Trophy case still largely bare. Doran brought in to give the team a new dimension, and you know, for a first best of 5, I don't think he was in any way a super poor player or a pedestrian in this game, but the better team definitely took down the trophy, and Griffin will try to have to manufacture something at Worlds. Their only happy point is that Samsung Galaxy were able to win the World Championship with never even making an LCK final.
Well, that's a happy point, but another one that I feel like a lot of people might not be thinking about after watching this series where they just lost to SKT, in what some might say, embarrassing fashion, given what they were supposed to live up to.
It was better than Spring.
It was a lot better than Spring. But Griffin, always coming off of breaks, does look a lot more vulnerable and weak. But at Worlds, they're going to be playing actively. They're going to be in the group stages and then going into the bracket play because they're making up. Papa, come on.
Sounds like we're going to get ready for that interview translation really soon.
Yeah, SKT, the champions here of the 2019 LCK Summer Split. They win in spring, they do it again here in summer. They're the only team to win both splits twice as well as an organization. And it looks like SKT is back in dominant form as long as they can avoid those slumps that they sometimes do fall into. We can all say that. Going into Worlds, though, they look like the strongest team. And absolutely, this